Greetings and salutations, mortals. 'Tis I, Naszvanu here, and welcome to part 13 of What If Naruto Was Half Uchiha. I just wanted to greet you guys by saying sit back and relax. You're in for a treat. And so, we begin. A cold shiver traveled down Naruto's spine as he once again found himself in the wide, desolate place known as his mindscape. This time, however, the Nine-Tails was free. The gigantic creature was busy fighting an equally gigantic snake. The sting started writhing through his body as odd black markings started enveloping him. Naruto merely blinked, but that was enough for the snake to suddenly appear in front of him. "You'll be a good specimen," the snake said, its mouth launched open as it went in to grab Naruto. Naruto's heart dropped as he couldn't do anything. At that moment, the boy was taken out of his mindscape and now found himself back in his apartment. Naruto looked around and saw Sasuke was on his bed across the room. The young Uchiha was sweating bullets. Naruto shakingly stood up from his bed, his body recoiling in pain as he went over to a mirror. The boy's upper left body was bandaged, and an impressive seal had been placed onto it. "Damn! This hurts!" Naruto whimpered before looking out of the window. It was late at night, with only the dim streetlights still on. Naruto felt his stomach growl. How long has it been since I ate? Jeez. Naruto looked over to Sasuke, seeing the boy was still asleep. "I'll bring us back something to you later, okay?" Naruto said, walking over to his bedside table and grabbing one of his kunai. The boy quickly threw out the window, teleporting himself away. Mid-air, Naruto felt a strong, sharp pain on the side of his neck, this time feeling like a knife was stabbing him. Quickly, the boy landed on the ground, clenching his neck. Okay, no chakra for a bit," the boy whimpered as he started making his way to Ichiraku Ramen. The lights of the small shop were brighter than any street lamp. The place gave Naruto a warm feeling inside. Whenever Naruto wanted to get away from Sasuke, he'd come here. He'd especially come here when the villagers were getting on his nerves. For some reason, many of them regarded Naruto as a demon. The young Uchiha made his way over to the stall, seeing another man already sitting there. "So, how long will you be in the village?" Teiichi asked, currently drying off a bowl. The man gave an audible slurp as he forced down another mouthful of ramen. "Probably a month or so. I have a meeting with the Hokage tomorrow about a mission or something," the man said tiredly as he looked down at his bowl. "Hey, old man," Naruto said with the most enthusiasm he could muster. "Oh, Naruto! It's a surprise seeing you out here so late," Teiichi said, giving the boy a warm smile. Naruto uncomfortably rubbed his sore neck. "Yeah, I was training all day. I just lost track of time." "Well, how can I get you?" "The usual." Naruto gave the man a wide grin as he simply nodded and disappeared onto the back of his stall. "So, you're Naruto?" the man asked, turning towards the boy. The man had long, pure white hair tied into a big ponytail. His hair was long and spiky, but besides his hair, something else was interesting about him. "Yeah, I'm Naruto. Who are you?" Naruto asked calmly. This man was clearly interested in him. Suddenly, the man jumped up, standing tall in front of Naruto. You don't know who I am?" Naruto raised an eyebrow, but simply shook his head no. The man growled lowly. "Kids these days, they don't know anything. How could they not teach them about my greatness?" Jiraiya thought to himself. "I'm one of the three Sannin, Jiraiya, the Toad Sage," the man said this proudly, his chest puffed up and his hand on his hips. "What's so special about toads?" Naruto asked, unimpressed, really not knowing why the old man was so proud of himself. Jiraiya's mouth was agape. His heart was shattered and his ego was destroyed. You hurt, kid." Jiraiya slowly moped his way back to his seat, not wanting to talk to the kid anymore. Soon Teiichi returned with a nice steaming bowl of ramen, placing in front of Naruto. The boy gave Teiichi a quick smile before diving into his meal, the feeling of hunger quickly going away. Silence filled the stall as Teiichi's two customers continued eating in silence. Jiraiya looked away from Naruto as if he was angry at the boy. Naruto calmly picked up Sasuke's rice balls before walking off into the darkness of the village, disappearing behind the corner. I feel like I know him from somewhere, Jiraiya said, taking out his wallet. That's probably because he's the 4th Hokage's son. Jiraiya's head instantly snapped toward Toichi, seeing the man place a single finger onto his lips. Shh, that's a secret, the man said with a warm smile as he rang up Jiraiya's bell. Minato's son. No wonder he has that kunai. The night quickly passed by. Sasuke woke up while Naruto was away. When Naruto got back, the two decided to chat for the rest of the night, seeing that they couldn't really get much sleep. The next morning, Kakashi arrived and took Sasuke with him. I guess everyone has a master already, Naruto said as he simply flopped onto the couch, thinking today would be a good day to rest. Suddenly, he heard a loud knocking at his door. Naruto sighed heavily as he went to go greet whoever it was. Before him stood the man from last night. What do you want, Jiraiya? Naruto asked, wanting to slam the door shut in his face. The man growled lowly before saying, I was told to be your teacher for the upcoming fight. No thanks. I'll train myself, Naruto said from behind the door as he started walking away. Damn it. Guess I'll need the script, Jiraiya thought as he took out a paper the Hokage gave him. The man coughed a bit before starting. So does that mean you give up? Are you going to allow Sasuke to surpass you? You know I'm a Sannin after all. I can teach... cut the crap, Jiraiya said, crumbling up the paper and tossing it onto the ground. I didn't want to be your teacher anyway. You'd be a disappointment since you'll never be stronger than what Minato was. Heck, you're even turning down the awesome jutsu I would have taught you. Jiraiya said this as he started walking away himself, not wanting to do this favor anymore. The door suddenly burst open. Naruto rushed out, coming to a skidding stop as he looked at Jiraiya. What do you know about my father? Naruto asked. No, more like demanded. Jiraiya couldn't help but have a small smile form on his face. I was your father's master. I taught him everything he knew, but what does that matter? I'm not training you anymore. That ship has sailed. Jiraiya continued walking off, ever so slowly. Naruto scowled a bit before shouting, I'm sorry, Jiraiya, sir. Would you please be my master? Naruto pleaded, instantly bowing down to the man, actually doing it so fast he hit his head on the ground. Under one condition. You call me sensei from now on. Jiraiya looked over to Naruto, rearing the same arrogance from Minato. Yes, sensei! With that, the training for the Chunin exam started. Sakura got a new teacher named Asuma Sarutobi. The man was the 3rd Hokage's grandson and was apparently well-grounded with weapons, while Sasuke trained under Kakashi. The upcoming Chunin exam would be a long, drawn-out battle which would test each ninja. Naruto, on the other hand, was not receiving the same grueling training as Sasuke and Sakura were having, per se. Why are we at the bathhouse? Naruto asked, as he stared down at Jiraiya, who was looking through a peephole. Research, my young student. A key aspect to any ninja, the man whispered. Naruto frowned at Jiraiya. Don't make it sound like being a pervert is part of being a ninja, Naruto shouted, bonking Jiraiya across the head with a stick. Ow! What was that for? The man asked, slightly angry at the boy since he just blew his cover. You are my sensei, but yet you haven't taught me anything. How am I supposed to grow stronger if all we do is stare at naked women? Naruto was furious at this stage. The sage had wasted valuable training time for him. Young lad, do you know the beauty of women? Their angelic features, their mysterious ways. Why do you think most ninjas in the past were only men? They wanted to protect these beautiful babes back in their villages. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have got more reason. Ah! The man was cut off as Naruto smashed a small rock into his forehead. Shut up, you perverted jackass, Naruto retorted as he went for an even bigger rock this time. Fine, I'll give you jutsu so hard to master, it will keep you busy for months. Jiraiya said with a grin as he pulled out a big scroll from his back. Do you know about summoning jutsu? Naruto shook his head no. It's a jutsu used to summon strong beastly companions. The 3 Sannin have some of the strongest summonings. Mine are toads. And this is what you will be contracted to. Contracted? Yes, contracted. You see, summoning takes up a lot of chakra. They use the chakra you imbue into the summoning. When they ran out of chakra, they returned to whence they were. Now, are you ready? Jiraiya didn't wait for an answer as he wrote out the scroll. Many handprints stretched out across it, the names of people marked above them. Naruto looked through the names, seeing his father's right at the end. Father also had a contract with them? Naruto asked, more to himself, but he said it out loud accidentally. Unfortunately, yes. The brat stole the scroll from me one night since he thought it contained strong jutsus. The brat had access to summonings, but never really used them. Naruto sliced his palm and quickly placed it onto the next open spot, taking the one next to Minato's. The scroll lit up slightly before dying down. Alright, the contract is signed. Now follow exactly what I do. Jiraiya bit his finger, causing some blood to be pulled before drawing the circle on the ground. Summoning jutsu! Jiraiya announced as he poured chakra into the seal he drew. In a puff of smoke, a small toad appeared.
What did you call again, Jiraiya?
The toad asked, slightly annoyed by the man. Sorry, I had to show the newbie how it's done, Jiraiya said, a little embarrassed. The toad glared at Jiraiya before disappearing in a cloud of smoke.
So, all you can do is summon small toads like that?
Naruto asked, unimpressed. Seriously, kid, I just made a toad appear out of nowhere and you're not impressed? Anyway, no, I can summon toads up to the size of a mountain. Unfortunately, they do take an immense amount of chakra. You should practice summoning jutsu. Don't bother me until you can do it, Jiraiya said before turning back to his peephole. Naruto sighed before walking off, thinking over this jutsu.
Toads?
What the heck are they good for? The boy scowled as he made his way back to the training field. Unexpectedly, the field was already taken. The sound of grunting echoed at the clearing. Naruto slowly made his way towards this clearing, seeing Sakura swing her blade through the air, each swing being more and more forceful. The girl was covered in sweat, but she didn't seem like she would be stopping anytime soon. Across the clearing laid a couple rocks, each sliced cleanly in half. Naruto continued looking at the girl, an odd feeling brooding inside of him. He was mesmerized. Suddenly, he snapped out of his daze, finding himself staring a far bit too long, as Sakura noticed him.
Oh, hey Naruto-kun,
the girl said with a tired smile.
Hello, Sakura-chan.
The boy slowly walked over to Sakura, walking past all the sliced rocks.
How's the training going?
Sakura wiped off some sweat and sighed.
Asuma-sensei is saying that I need to focus my chakra nature into the blade, but it's harder than it looks. What about you?
I have to go summon toads. The idiot teaching me is more interested in the bathhouse people than training. Sakura instantly turned beet red.
People?
Yeah, he's watching some women Suddenly Naruto found himself struggling to breathe. They're around him getting thicker and thicker.
You didn't look, did you?
Sakura asked with pure malice in her voice.
So what if I did?
Naruto stuttered out, the girl's scaring him a bit. Seriously, Naruto? Really? You could have also just said no. But I guess that's fine. Moving on. Before Naruto could react, Sakura hit him square in the chest, her fists enhanced with wind chakra, forcing Naruto to go flying off into the distance.
Pervert!
The girl screamed as Naruto went flying off into the stars. On a different training field with Sasuke, the boy was currently hanging off a cliff. So you've reached 3 hours. Time to get rid of another finger, Kakashi said calmly as he flipped off another finger from Sasuke. The boy was currently hanging by only 3 fingers. What the heck is this supposed to help with? Sasuke growled, sweat beating down his forehead. Endurance. After this, we'll be making you sit still while I slap you with the tree trunk. Then after— Enough! Why the hell are you making me do all this? Sasuke shouted, glaring up at his sensei. To test you. Test me? Kakashi closed his book before crouching down to Sasuke. You're falling behind. I saw the battle Sakura had with Ino. Naruto is becoming more and more powerful, yet you haven't grown since the Land of Waves. Focusing on one jutsu won't make you strong, Sasuke, Kakashi said coldly as he flipped off another finger from Sasuke. If you ever want to catch up, then you will need to train 10 times harder than them. If you ever plan on being stronger than Naruto, then prove to me that you can endure it. Am I not proving that enough? Kakashi looked down at Sasuke, slightly regretting what he was about to say. At this rate, you'll never catch up to Naruto. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in the story thus far. Hope you enjoyed it. Now there are a few more things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, we've got a primary channel called We the Celestials. We the Celestials is what we do here already, but their content centered around the crazy world and lore of My Hero Academia. So please check us out over there if you're feeling in the mood for a roller coaster of quirky content. We also have another relative to our channel, Anime Deep Dive. Anime Deep Dive goes deep into the facts and lore of a wide variety of anime. It's sure to expand your weeb knowledge for all kinds of series guaranteed. I'd like to let you know on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details will be in the description below. If you're perhaps interested in what we do here at WTC, then I would like to extend out an invitation to join the team. The only caveat being we only accept members 16 and older to join our crew. You can find us on our Discord, which you can locate in the description below. Our Discord is an all-around fantastic place to be, whether you're a fan or looking to join our band of misfits. All you gotta do is hit up the recruitment server and sign up for whichever category of work that fulfills your interest. We're always looking for members to join us. Well then, that is it from us for today's video. So I thank you for watching, and have a phenomenal day.